Hi guys, this is Miss Green. Welcome to lesson 14. In today's lesson, we are going to take a virtual field trip to a Spanish-speaking country. Yay! And this is one of our countries that we have reviewed before, so you'll get to see some things that we've seen before and re-explore. So we'll be taking this field trip in order to explore the cultural side of the country of Peru, so today that is our target country, Peru. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to provide at least 3 facts about this country. Okay, guys, as we explore Peru, I will model how to say certain words, names, and places, and then you will say them. I will also emphasize certain facts and have you emphasize them as well. Guys, I want you to know that today we will be utilizing our National Geographic Kids online magazine to explore. All right. Okay, guys, let's begin. All right, so we're going to start with some of the geography. All right, so what do we have in front of us, guys? What do you see? Did I hear the word map? You got it. This is a map that shows where Peru is located. So here's our first fact, guys. Peru is located in South America. Where's Peru located? I heard it. It is located in South America. Let's say it together now. Where is Peru located, guys? Yes, Peru is located in South America. All right, so I'm going to put my little hand or browser on Peru, and here it is in yellow. And it's not a very small country. It's I think it's the third largest in South America. But here it is. Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about the flag. So we have here on our screen the Peruvian flag. The word for flag in Spanish is bandera. Bandera. Now let's say that together. 1, 2, 3. Bandera. Yes. All right. So guys, now you try it all by yourself. What is the word for flag in Spanish? I heard it. Bandera. Excelente. All right. Let's talk about what this flag looks like. I see a few different colors in our flag. So I'm going to go through the colors in Spanish and then we'll do them together. So I see rojo, blanco, rojo, and there's some different colors in here too. Verde, here's one, amarillo, azul, and there is a llama and he's brown and white, café, and we've already said blanco, so we won't say blanco again. Well, I guess we just did. Well, so now let's try it together. Let's do it together. So when I point to the color, let's say them together. Are you ready? Rojo, and this one, sí, blanco, all together again, rojo, all together, verde, all together, amarillo, all together, café. Excelente. So now, guys, if someone were to ask you, what are the colors of the Peruvian flag? You can do it all by yourself. So I'm going to ask you that now. So what are the colors of the Peruvian flag? Go ahead and do them all by yourself. You say them out loud. Excelente. Good job. All right. So, guys, if you notice, that flag is quite different from ours. The American flag has well, similar colors, but it's just a very different style of flag. Ours is red, white, and blue, but we have stripes and stars. So ours is quite different in terms of appearance. But okay, let's keep exploring. All right. Okay, guys, here's another fact. We see this picture. I think it's a really nice picture as well. All right, so this picture is a picture of the capital city of Peru. This is the capital city of Peru. And the name of the capital city of Peru is Lima. Let me hear you say that. Lima. All right, I'm going to say it again. Lima. All right, now let's say it together. Lima. So, guys, what is the name of the capital city of Peru? You say it all by yourself. Excelente. Lima. You got it. Let's continue to explore. Okay, guys. So take a look at this picture. I love this picture. Look at the beautiful colors that the ladies are wearing. And look at what they're doing. They're creating fabrics and textiles through weaving, which is an ancient technique. So let's talk about the people of Peru. So the people of Peru have a very diverse background, and that background includes Native American ancestry, Spanish ancestry from Spain, African ancestry through the African slaves that were brought over, and many other groups make up the people of Peru. You will find that in Peru, they have a very large and strong indigenous population. And the indigenous people still maintain many of their cultural practices, their languages, music, things, and more. So I just said a word that I really want you to take away from this particular fact. So indigenous is the word that I'm using. So I want to hear you say it, indigenous. I'm going to say that word again, indigenous. Now you say it. Great. So the word indigenous means native. So when I refer to people as being indigenous, I'm simply saying that they are native to that land. So a Native American would be an indigenous person to the Americas. So that's what it means when I use the word indigenous. And when you travel to Latin America, that is the word that is quite often used, indigenous, and in Spanish, indígena. Let me hear you try that. Indígena. Excelente. All right, guys, let's continue to explore. So, guys, what do we see here? I know you know what these animals are, 'cause we've talked about them in class. Yes, these are llamas, and we've talked about llamas and alpacas. So, why are we showing llamas and alpacas? Yes, because they're so important to Peru. Llamas and alpacas and vicuñas, which is another animal that is very similar to the llama. They are very important to Peruvian culture. And if you remember, the flag has actually a llama on the flag. So these animals are so important to Peruvian culture. And I wonder if you can tell me why. I know gave me some good answers. Yes, many of our indigenous groups still rely on them heavily for food, for wool, for the hair to make wool and sweaters and clothing. They also rely on them to transport heavy loads. And so these animals are just super important to Peruvian society, even today. All right. So the word we're going to focus on today is llama and alpaca. So let me hear you say llama. Yes, llama. And now let's say the word alpaca. Mm-hmm. Alpaca. You got it. All right. And so, yeah, they're very important to Peruvian society and culture. And there's so many other videos out there that just emphasize and focus directly on llamas and alpacas and their importance to Peruvian society. So, guys, why are llamas and alpacas important to Peru? Did I hear you say that the indigenous people used them to for food? What else? To transport things? And what's something else? And here's the biggie. They use their what? Their wool, to make what? Clothing, textiles, fabrics, etc. You got it. Let's continue to explore. Okay, guys, so what do we see here? Yes, we see some ancient artifacts, ancient buildings and structures, etc. All right, now we typically refer to these ancient type buildings and things as ruins. Ruins. So let me hear you say that. Ruins. Yes, and it is spelled Ruins, ruins. So Peru is known for their beautiful, elaborate, majestic ruins that were left many years ago from their ancient civilizations and Native American civilizations. And so here you actually see one of their ancient cities, and you can see how it is located up in the mountains. And this is an ancient these cities and ancient ruins are visited and explored by people all over the world. So people from all over the world, many different countries, come to explore the ruins of Peru because they are absolutely fascinating. And you will find that when you look into more information about the ruins, that the technology that obviously existed, we still can't quite figure out like wow, how did they build these buildings? How did they make these rocks so well, or I guess like bricks and things so well fit together? It's just actually amazing, and it's even today scientists are still trying to figure out like how did they do this. But these ruins are considered one of the great sites of the world. So again, so there's another fact about Peru. So before we leave from here, I want us to remember that word. So I'm going to say that word one more time, and I want you to say it. So the word that we use to describe ancient artifacts and ancient buildings left by people that lived many years ago, it's called, or it's ruins. You say it. Yes. So once again, we're going to say it all together. What are these ancient artifacts and cities called? Yes, ruins. Okay. So guys, that is another awesome fact about Peru. Now, before we conclude our lesson, I want to take you on a visual tour. Let's go. Okay, guys, wasn't that awesome? I just love that visual tour of Peru. All right, so before we go, I want to give you guys a fun independent activity. It is not a mandatory activity, but it is one that I would like for you to just have fun with, if you'd like. You will see your 3 questions in your check for understanding, along with this to show me that you have learned your facts about Peru. So you'll see that in the check for understanding document that will be on Google Classroom. So, as far as your fun independent activity, I want you to get a sheet of paper and I want you to draw or illustrate 3 facts about Peru. You can draw me the flag, you can draw some of the images that you saw, you can draw a llama or alpaca. It just you really whatever you want to draw, whatever really stuck out. Or stood out to you or really impressed you about Peru. So, okay, guys, that concludes our lesson, and I will include the video tour in the lesson as well, where I'll actually include the actual video, so you want to see that video again, you can definitely click on that. Um, in your Google Classroom. And so, guys, I encourage you to do as much exploring of other countries as you can through your online resources and through your technology. Because even though we may not be able to travel right now, we can still travel virtually. And that's an awesome thing. All right, guys, I really miss you guys. Love you guys. Hope you have fun with this lesson. And I'll see you in our next lesson. Bye bye.